Welcome back to the channel, and today we're once again playing some screwdrivers. We'll pick up straight away where we left off from in the last episode, and we'll take the new car that we've built and head to our next career race, which is 88 on the next tier. And let's go. This is a bit of a tricky race, this one, with a 88 circuit in the dirt. But with our new car, it should be no problems at all. Just a matter of keeping it nice and tidy around the corners. The new chassis will be a lot faster than what we were driving. Now that we've got gears, wow, I don't remember getting so much air on that one before. Quite a few jumps on this track that you just don't notice when you've got big downforce. There's 3 laps on this race, 1 more lap to go. And while that's Mr. Bronze Guy lapped, to the finish line, down the next corner. There we go. Easy win. Every race will be an easy win from now on. Once you've got gearboxes, the game becomes very, very, very easy. And for this one, we've won some big dirt suspension. The car's rolling away. Into the garage, and we've got nothing to change on the car after that one. We don't need to change over to the big dirt suspension, so we'll go straight on to the next race, which is the gravel road grind. Now this one we're going to get a nice prize, but this is quite a hard race. This is probably the hardest race in the game. The opposition gold car goes very fast, and we might not be able to beat him with the car we're currently driving, but we should at least get a silver. Let's give it a try anyway. I did put some party poppers on the back as exhaust pipes off camera. We can throw some confetti around everywhere. Let's go. Yes, that green car is very fast. We may struggle to catch him. He's gone. He's got active aero as well. The only way we'll beat him is by keeping nice clean lines. Onto the tarmac. A little brake before the jump. Tap of the brakes into there. He flies past because he's got lots of aero on his car, and we nearly went off the edge of the cliff there. That would have ended badly. Straight to the top of the hill, hard on the brakes with the hairpin at the top. This is the really hard bit of this track, is trying to get down here without breaking your car. And we got down. Lost a few bits. Okay, lap number 2. We're definitely going fast enough to beat him. Whoa, big sideways. So nice drifting through the corners. Taking out lots of these lamp posts that are hidden in the checkpoint. That little jump there. Oh, here he comes, I can hear him. Brakes. This is one of those races that four-wheel drive is good for. And we get down here without braking, we did. All we've got to do is make it to the finish line and we've beat him. Yes, that was a furious race. We only beat him by a little bit, 1.2 seconds. New part, 250 engines. We have something we can upgrade on our car. So let's go into building. And let's straight away go in, open the tab. New suspension there, and we've got some new engines here, and we'll buy 4 of them. And we'll get rid of our old engines off of the car. And now we'll go grab our new engines and make sure they go in the right position. Let's put some new engines on here. The right way around. There we go. That's got it. Now we'll go and have a look at our power output. That's much better. And we've also got some more speed now as well, because this engine's got a higher maximum RPM, so we will go quite a bit quicker. Okay, and away we go. We can head for the next race now. Oh, it's a tower dive, and for the tower dive, they're going to give us wings. That's an interesting one, so we'll better go back to the garage, because every time you do a tower dive or a jumping event, you need to take off any downforce that you've got on the car so that it doesn't push you into the ground, because we don't want to be going into the ground. Okay. Let's see how far we can make this car jump. And we will back up just a little bit. Okay. Get a run up around the corner and hit it with all the speed we've got. How far can we go? Not quite to gold. That is going to take a better car. A specialised jumping car, so that we can get some distance on it. Now we've got downforce wings, a decent size one. Now we get some real downforce on the car. Okay, we'll go straight to building again. And straight back into the shop, because we've got some new parts. And we'll buy 4 of these new wings. So instead of putting the winglets on there now, change to our colour yellow. We can now put 4 of these wings on the tops of the suspension. And yes, it generally tells you on the top of the wing how much downforce you're getting out of them. We're getting slightly more on the front than we're getting on the back, which will be fine. It's reasonably even over the entire car. And then we'll come in here, and it's gone from 0.06 to 0.2, which is a big jump in downforce. Car will stick to the ground a lot better now. Okay, off into the next race, which is a destroy the opponent race. Which, yeah, this is going to be fun. The trick to this one is to try and get yourself stuck up underneath him to lift him off the ground, or to park in front of him. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to race around in front of him before he moves and just park right here with the handbrake on. And that's how easy it is to beat this guy. He's stuck. That is the easiest win out of any race on here. Hinge connector. And I'm pretty sure we're going to do a part introduction. You've unlocked the axle rotating part. Let's use it to build something completely useless, but funny. Yeah, rightio. Useless. New part here. These parts become very handy when you start making things like aeroplanes and helicopters. Pin in there. Everything we attach to this part now will rotate when we press W or S. Okay, the next part we put on here, they want a 2. Just so I can move the camera so I can see which way they want it, that way. And now they want another axle in there so that we've got a movable joint. That one on there, and they want another axle in here. And another axle in there. And one more beam between them. Perfect. Now go and try it out, but remember this car can only wobble, not drive. And the other interesting thing with this car is it doesn't just wobble and not drive. Land back on your wheels. Because yes, it just wobbles. Doesn't matter which way you go. This car has got no brakes, no accelerator, and no handbrake. A car must have an engine and a wheel mounted on it, engine, suspension and wheel mounted on it, for you to be able to have brakes. That's just the way the wheel system works in the Unity game engine. Okay, back to the garage. And this useless thing that we made, we will move it and put it in the junkyard. And hop back into our car, and we can go on to the next race, which is the acceleration contest for the long straight. And we should be able to win this one as well now. We can go 230 kilometers an hour. Away we go. And we have a lot more acceleration with these bigger engines. Did we beat it? Yes, we did. We got gold. Only just beat it. New part. Electric motors. Okay. Back to the garage. There's nothing that we can change on the car. We're not going to switch the car over to electric. The electric motors have way too much mass for the amount of power they produce, and you get a slower car than what you can get when you build a gas car. The gas cars just have a much better power to weight ratio, so we'll stick with gas. On to the next event, which is an climb up the hill and A to B race. And this one's an easy event too. We'll go this way. Oh, no, I think we've gone the wrong way. I don't think we're going to get gold on this one because I've gone the wrong way. we need to get to the top of that hill. It's up over this bumpy stuff now. And we're there. But I don't think we were quick enough to get a gold. Let's see, 42. Oh, only just. Yeah, some of the events are just a little bit too easy. Wait up, what part do we get there? Street suspension big. Now this street suspension big is even harder than the street suspension small. And there's not many cars you'd use that on. Maybe a Formula One type car. Back to the garage. And we have got one race left for this career, and it is the King of Kinetics. And there shouldn't be anything that we can change on our car or need to upgrade on our car. And this one will give us a stepper motor. And away we go and race. This is one of those races that's got a very interesting jump on it. It really doesn't matter how you go over it, you're going to break the car. There's only a few times I've ever jumped it that I've actually landed and not broken the car. Taking a while to load this one. And go. The opponent doesn't go particularly quick because it's a Monarch, and the Monarch races are all quite easy, so you don't have to rush your way around the race. You get it to go to beat him. Around the little loop at the top. Cross over. And back down through the rough stuff. Because we've got a bit of downforce now, we go over the rough stuff a lot better. Okay, and here's the jump. And we didn't make it, but it's still facing the right direction. We can repair and keep going. Didn't lose much time. More rough stuff. Back on the road again. Now I can slide it around like it's a rally car. That wheel down on the inside. And now we're back off road onto the rough stuff again. Back onto the road again. Two laps and we're miles in front of him in 45 seconds. Some of these races are just a little bit too easy. Around the top of the hill again. Over the rough stuff. And the jump. Whoa, and we have landed upside down. We'll repair before it flips all the way over so we're not facing the wrong way. Some of those bits of off-road are very rough. Unless you've got extreme amounts of downforce on your car, like 8 or so of the really big wings, you're going to bounce around everywhere. Sometimes you can find a good line so that you're not bouncing around everywhere. And off to the finish line. And we're done. That's another one done. And that's the whole tier complete. And we're going to get a prize car. You have unlocked the chassis of the King of Kinetics. Which, yes, it's another active aero car. Where it uses the stepper motors to fold the wings in and out. And we'll take that chassis and unlock a stepper motor. You unlock the servo motor. Awesome. Let's use it to tilt our front wheels on this car. Because yes, that's what every car needs. We want a stepper motor. And where do they want us to put it? Right here in the middle. You can now configure the servo motor by deselect any parts. I left click to... Now this is something that they need to fix, because when you're moving the slider, the little mouse icon covers your numbers and you can't see it. So we want to move it to 20 degrees, which is about there. There we go. Drop it on the ground from a long way up. Press Q to test the servo motor. And yes, it makes stance suspension. And that's the tutorial over. So let's go back to the garage. And we'll put that useless thing that we just made into the junkyard. And move this one off to the Royals. And while we're here, we might rename our cars, because they do give you the option here to rename your cars. So we'll rename this our Starter Buggy. And then we'll also rename this one. We'll call it for what the car is. And it is a 4-cylinder, 3-speed, and it's rear-wheel drive. So we know what kind of car it is when we look at it, and we've got other cars that look similar to it, but aren't the same. Okay, now I don't think there's anything else that we need to actually change on our car. Because I don't think we've got any new parts worth mentioning, just that motor. And we've gotten the new parts in there for making planes and helicopters. So the next thing for us to do is to go out, because we have got a whole bunch of chests to go collect. So we'll spawn in at the mud bowl. Send them party poppers off. Climb up onto the straight. And we'll head over here. I'm pretty sure I've seen one just over in here. Oh, I see a green light shining up. There's a paint. What colour are we going to get here? Cork neutral. Because yes, cork is a colour we put on a car. Oh, and here's our chest. Right beside it, what part are we going to get out of here? Big heavyweights, 200 kilograms. Now the rest of them, I think, are all up on top of the hill. So we'll just follow the road over to here. Oh, losing bits everywhere. Do a hard turn and up the top of the hill. Oh, and I see another paint over here. What colour are we getting this time? Cork blue. And there's a chest. Isn't there a lot of them around here? New part, armour plate, big one. Light blue. Okay, there's more chests around here. Over here looks like there's one here. are we getting out of this one? Motorcycle suspension, which, as silly as it sounds, pardon me, as silly as that sounds, it doesn't work very well for making motorcycles because we've got no real way to make a decent weight or gyroscope in the game yet. And the other motorcycle suspension facing the other way. But they do work pretty good for... Oh. Well, they didn't look like they were solid, but they are solid. And that's up on top. And to get up on top, we go all the way around. The motorcycle suspensions do work well for like a trailing arm suspension, like if you're making a off-road truck. Oh, I don't remember that ramp being there. That's new. So let's drive around on the top of here. There it is. So we're trying to jump up the jumps. Hinge connector 2. That's the one you use to put propellers on. Can we get back out of here without breaking the car? No. Is the answer to that question. We will break the car. Head back down the ramp. Now I know, hiding up on top of the hill over here is a paint. Straight up here, I know there's a paint in here. Pretty sure there is anyway. No, but there's a chest up here. Shark fin. Now this is a useful part. Shark fins you put on the rear end of your car to keep it going like an arrow. It works like a fletching on an arrow. Just down there, I can see a green light on top of the rock on the tunnel, but guaranteed this car will not be able to get at it. Our car fell to bits. Because you need to be able to climb up over the top of them rocks to be able to get at it, or you make yourself an aeroplane or a helicopter and fly up there, because it is up on top of this rock. Oop, up there. Okay, I'm pretty sure we've gotten everything now from this one. I think there are a few more paints. We'll go for a little drive around the edge of the coast here because I think there are some paints that are hiding around here somewhere. We'll keep our eyes peeled for the little green beams of light. Maybe down in here. Oh, there's one. Look at that. We'll squeeze through that doorway. Cherry red. Now, that's a nice colour. Okay, we'll head back out into the garage. And we'll check our map to make sure we got all the chests. And we have. And well, that looks like that is the end of today's episode. And tomorrow we move on to the last tier and the last things to collect. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.